Can one child be brave enough to change the world? Today, we're going to meet Ruby Bridges, a young girl who did just that. Get ready to be inspired. Ruby Bridges was born way back in 1954 in a state called Louisiana. Just like you, she loved to learn new things, draw pretty pictures, and play with her friends. But Ruby lived during a time that was very different from today. Back then, black children and white children weren't allowed to go to the same schools. This was a rule called segregation, and it wasn't fair at all. But Ruby's story is special because it shows us how a little bit of courage can make a really big difference. When Ruby was only 6 years old, she was chosen to be the very first black child to go to an all-white elementary school in her town. Imagine being the first person ever to do something so important. On her first day, things were pretty scary. There were so many angry people outside the school shouting that she shouldn't be there. She even had to be walked to the school doors by special officers called federal marshals to keep her safe. Inside, almost all the other children stayed home because their parents didn't want them in class with her. But even though she was probably very scared, Ruby walked bravely through those doors with her head held high. Ruby Bridges showed the whole world that even a small child can be incredibly brave. She didn't fight back with fists or yell mean words. Her bravery was quiet but powerful. She went to school every day. Even when she was the only student in her class and only one teacher, Bada Hendy was the only one willing to teach her. Her amazing courage helped people see that it was wrong to separate children just because of the color of their skin. She showed everyone that all children deserved the chance to learn together. Because Ruby was so brave, she helped change those unfair rules in schools all across the country. After her, more and more black children and white children started going to school together. Her actions helped people understand what fairness and equality really mean. She inspired so many other people, both kids and grown-ups, to stand up for what is right, even if it's scary. Even though she was just a little girl, Ruby Bridges made history. Here are some cool facts about Ruby. Did you know she was only 6 years old when she made that historic walk? There's a famous painting called The Problem We All Live With by Norman Rockwell that shows her being escorted to school by the marshals. It's a very powerful picture. And when she grew up, she became a teacher and now spends her time talking to kids about her story and the importance of being kind to one another. Ruby reminds us that courage isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about doing the right thing, no matter what. Today, things are different, but we can still learn from Ruby's bravery. You might not have to change unfair school rules, but you can be brave and kind every day in your own way. If you see someone being treated unfairly, you can stand up for them. You can make sure everyone feels included when you're playing games. You can use kind words and really listen when your friends are talking. And if you see someone who looks lonely or left out, you can be the one to go over and say hi. Every small act of kindness makes a big difference. Just like Ruby Bridges showed us. Ruby Bridges proved that one child, with a brave and kind heart, can truly change the world. Thanks for learning about her incredible story with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to Glowing Pedagogy for more fun history stories for kids. See you next time!